On a bright, sunny morning, 10-year-old Noor stepped out into the garden right by her home. This wasn't just any garden to Noor. It was her personal laboratory, a world full of wonders waiting to be discovered. She loved nothing more than to observe nature, to find new and exciting things, and she never went anywhere without her trusty little notebook, ready to capture every detail she saw. As she wandered through the familiar paths, her eyes scanning the vibrant green grass, something unusual caught her attention. Tucked away among the blades of grass was a tiny plant, one she had never, ever seen before. Its leaves were a deep, lush green, but they were streaked with these incredible dark blue spots that seemed to shimmer, almost as if they were glowing from within. Intrigued, Noor tiptoed closer, her heart thumping with excitement. She reached out and gently touched one of the leaves. It felt surprisingly cool, much cooler than any of the other plants around it. A wave of curiosity washed over her. She just had to know more about this mysterious little plant. Carefully, she plucked a few of the leaves and decided to take them home for a closer look. Back in her room, which she had turned into her own little science hub, Noor placed the leaves under her small microscope. She adjusted the focus, her eyes wide with anticipation. What she saw was breathtaking. As the light hit the leaf, tiny dots began to glow, like a constellation of miniature stars. It was as if the plant held some kind of small, unique energy, a secret power hidden within its leaves. Noor knew what she had to do next. It was time for some experiments. She was a budding scientist, after all. She took the remaining leaves and placed them in different spots around the garden. One went into the direct sunlight, another found a home in the cool shade, and she even experimented with giving them different amounts of water. Day after day, she watched and she waited, her notebook always in hand. Then, something truly amazing happened. One afternoon, as dark clouds gathered and the first drops of rain began to fall, she noticed the plant's glow intensify. The blue spots pulsed with a brighter light just as the raindrops got closer. It was like a tiny, natural weather forecast. But that wasn't all. She also observed that the plant attracted insects in a very special way. Bees and butterflies seemed mesmerized by it, and as they visited the glowing plant, they would then move on to pollinate all the other flowers nearby, making the whole garden buzz with life. Noor was absolutely thrilled. Her heart felt like it was going to burst with joy and excitement. She grabbed her notebook and began to draw the plant with meticulous care, capturing every glowing spot, every unique vein on the leaves. She wrote down every single observation, step by step, documenting her entire scientific journey. She couldn't keep this incredible discovery to herself. She ran to find her best friend, Alia, her words tumbling out in a rush of excitement as she explained her adventure and the mysterious glowing plant. Alia's eyes grew wide with wonder. Together, they returned to the garden, and with 2 pairs of eyes now on the task, they repeated the experiments. They recorded every tiny change in the plant's glow, every shift in its behavior, laughing and sharing in the joy of discovery with every passing moment. It wasn't just science. It was an adventure they were sharing. After several days filled with careful observation and detailed notes, Noor felt ready. She wanted to share her discovery, not just with Alia, but with everyone. She decided to start with her school. She felt a little nervous, but mostly proud. She gathered the photos she had taken of the plant and her detailed drawings. In front of her teachers, she explained everything. She showed them the pictures of the glowing leaves and described how the plant seemed to predict the rain and how it helped the other plants in the garden by attracting pollinators. The teachers listened intently, their expressions shifting from curiosity to pure amazement. When she finished, one of her teachers smiled warmly and said, "Noor, this is an absolutely incredible discovery. Your curiosity and your careful, patient observation have led you to learn something new and genuinely important about the world of nature around us." The other teachers nodded in agreement, praising her scientific spirit. Noor returned home that day feeling happy and incredibly proud. It was a warm, wonderful feeling, knowing that her hard work had been recognized. But more than that, she had learned a very important lesson. She understood that curiosity, when combined with careful observation and a willingness to experiment, can lead to the most amazing discoveries. Science, she realized, doesn't always happen in a big, fancy laboratory. It often begins with a small step, a simple question, and a fun experiment right in your own backyard. From that day forward, Noor looked at her garden with new eyes. Every corner, every leaf, every buzzing insect held the potential for a new adventure. She realized that the world around her was a giant, open book, and she was ready to explore every single page. Her journey as a young scientist had just begun, and she couldn't wait to see what she would discover next. Thank you so much for watching the story about Noor and her amazing discovery. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories. See you next time.